Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. What do you think about when you hear the term mindfulness? I know for a long time I connected it to meditation and something that had to take a really long time and had to be done in just the right way. And it also meant that that was something I could never get to. Like it was something I aspired to do, but I never really seemed to get around to it. And I can't be the only one that feels that way, I don't think. So I've decided that, mindfulness can be part of my day to day, not something on the to do list, but something that we can do, kind of like washing our hands or brushing our teeth. It's just a part of our daily life routine. I've been working on this a little bit and I wanted to share a few things that work for me. And maybe one of them will work well for you too. The first one is really the most helpful to me, and that's attaching it to something that I already do. Picking a daily habit like brushing your teeth or waiting for my smoothie to blend. Just treat that as a moment of presence. So, no phone, no mental to do list. You're just being really present in the moment, paying attention to exactly where you are and how you're feeling. James Clear of Atomic Habits calls this habit stacking. And it works because instead of adding something new to try to remember or carve out a special time or something like that, we're just changing how we're going to show up in this part of our regular day. And this works for me pretty well. And it's okay if it's just a few minutes because it definitely doesn't have to be, 30 minutes on a cushion for it to count. A few minutes is better than none. And somebody else was telling me when I was talking to them about this, they're like, look, 5 minutes of mindfulness, however you can grab it, is better than, a 30-minute big, deep meditation practice that you never have time to get to. So, yeah. Now, a second way to do this is to use discomfort as a cue. So when you feel stress or restlessness or anxiety, and when they show up, instead of reacting or suppressing, just pause for a breath and name what it is you're feeling and just be in that moment, not trying to fix it, just kind of noticing and saying, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling frustrated. A single act of labeling that actually helps your brain, the prefrontal cortex part of your brain, create a tiny bit of real gap between stimulus and response, right? That gap is where mindfulness lives. This helps me a lot when I remember to do it. If I'm anxious or upset, sometimes it's hard to hit the pause button, but it's worth it when I can remember to do it. And it can definitely change just a moment of discomfort into something that feels more manageable. And the last thing is to a little more of a practice, and I don't do this all the time, but I have it on occasion, and I do like it, and that's just to end the day asking myself an honest question. Before you sleep or if you have part of your nighttime routine, just asking yourself, where was I actually present today? What it does is actually just kind of trains our brain to notice presence in real time. Because when our brain knows we're going to be looking for something, right? It's kind of paying attention for us. That's what mindfulness is. Being in the present without an agenda, without worrying about tomorrow or obsessing over something that happened earlier. The very best part of all of this is it doesn't require a lot of time, as I've mentioned. A few minutes counts. A few minutes matters a lot. You don't have to have a special app. You don't have to have a special way to do it. You can just stop and be present and be willing to just notice this very moment. That's mindfulness. This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.